Dear Marvel, please, for the love of all things big and small, do not, I repeat, do not screw up Daredevil. Just a few short days ago, reports came out officially confirming Marvel Studios is moving forward with a Daredevil Disney Plus show. The specific phrasing used in a Hollywood Reporter article was that their sources said, and I quote, Matt Corman and Chris Ord have been tapped to write and executive produce a series that will be notable for being the first of the Netflix Marvel shows to get a new but continued series, end quote. The key words in that quote are new but continued. This is quite interesting to me because what this tells me is that this new Disney Plus Daredevil series will be a continuation of the Netflix series, but new in the sense that it will have a new fresh tone and feel to it. This brings me both joy and worry at the exact same time. It brings me joy because it's essentially going to be a revival of the Daredevil Netflix series without officially calling it Daredevil Season 4. Daredevil is my all-time second favorite show, only behind Arrow, and I consider Daredevil Season 3 to be in the top 5 seasons of any show ever made, and I'm one of those people who has always said that the show is MCU canon. Until they do something in the MCU that decanonizes the Netflix show, for example, Kingpin not knowing Daredevil's identity, for example, it will always be canon to me. My guess as to how they will approach this new and continued Daredevil is that the events from seasons 1 to 3 all happen, but because it's been so long since season 3, both in the MCU timeline and in the real world, then there's not really any need to reference past events. Daredevil season 3 took place in 2018, and what else took place in 2018? Avengers Infinity War. So it's easy to just have the events of season 3 take place right before Infinity War, and during the 5-year time jump, somehow Kingpin is freed from prison. There's a noticeable difference between Kingpin in the Netflix show and Kingpin in the Hawkeye series, that being that Hawkeye's Kingpin is clearly stronger physically, and for some people that's enough to say that these two Kingpins are different. But there's an easy way to explain that around. In Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Carly and her gang took new versions of the super soldier serum, which gave them enhanced strength and peak human abilities. It can easily be said that Kingpin also got his hands on this serum, hence why he's now stronger than when we last saw him in season 3. Now, on the other hand, I also worry of the word that the article used, and that was the word new. Even though it's a continuation of the Netflix show, it's still going to have a new feel to it in terms of tone and style. In other words, they're gonna Disneyfy Daredevil, which to a degree I understand because they have to make it fit within the MCU tone, but I'm afraid that by the word new, it could also mean a more light-hearted Daredevil who's making jokes whilst crime fighting, and even then, the amount of times we may see Matt Murdock in the Daredevil suit could potentially be only a handful of times. In the recent Moon Knight series, it was only a handful of times we actually got to see Moon Knight in action, so I just hope that Daredevil doesn't follow that same route. Obviously, he can't be in the suit all the time, but at least once an episode will be good enough. Speaking of the suit, it's been speculated that we will be getting the original yellow suit he originally wore before wearing the iconic red suit. And I'm gonna be honest, I hate this. I hate the yellow suit. The red suit makes so much more sense. So if we do see the yellow suit, I hope it's only temporary, and I do believe that it will be temporary because Marvel likes to change up their character suit for every different project they appear in. So at some point, Daredevil will ditch the yellow suit and transfer over to the classic red suit. Although I have to admit I'm a sucker for the black suit that we got in the Daredevil Netflix show because I just think that is his coolest look to date. Although I did hate that suit at first, but it grew on me and now I really love it. Even though this new Daredevil show will have a new feel to it, I hope it can still differentiate itself enough from what we've gotten in the Disney Plus shows so far. I really hope that it won't be 6 episodes long because for me, that's just way too short. So far, All the shows that have had 6 episodes have had a rushed ending, in my opinion. So to avoid this, have Daredevil be at least 9 episodes like WandaVision and the upcoming She-Hulk, or even 10 episodes like What If. That will at least make me more confident that they can tell a cohesive, well-paced story without a rushed conclusion. What do you guys think about this new upcoming Daredevil show? Are you excited about it, or are you worried? Let me know down below in the comments, or follow me on social media. Follow me on my Twitter handle so that we can continue the conversation over on Twitter. Give this video a like, share the video with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys later for more videos.